With our kids heading back to school, we're spending a lot of time these days getting the little ones in bed at a decent hour. But what about the adults? What's the ideal bedtime? That's a good question for Heather Brown.
So what time do you go to bed?
We go to bed? 9:30, 10.
Okay. So you're saying you don't watch WCCO News at 10?
Yeah.
DVR.
Oh, there you go. Good answer.
Good save.
The most popular bedtime falls around 11 p.m.
We got to watch the news.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
But more than a third of us are hitting the sack after midnight.
Nothing good happens after midnight.
No comment.
What is the best bedtime?
So the best bedtime is different for every person.
I go to bed probably at 9 or 9:30.
Maybe 1 or 2 at least, sometimes later.
But all of us do have an ideal time in which to fall asleep as well as to wake up.
Dr. Michael Howell is a sleep specialist at the University of Minnesota.
The easiest way to find out what your best bedtime is, find out when you wake up in the morning naturally, no alarm clocks, on the weekends, nobody waking you up, and subtract about 8 hours.
But he says you'll have better sleep if you start at 10 p.m.
Been a long time since I was up past midnight.
rather than 2 a.m.
In general, you sleep better if you are sleeping during darkness hours. The body naturally evolved over millions of years to sleep when it's dark out and then when the sun comes up to start waking up.
Our deep sleep happens more in the beginning of the slumber, the more restless towards the end.
If it turns out your natural bedtime is 2 o'clock in the morning, that's going to be a big problem because usually, unless you have complete blackout curtains, you're going to be exposed to sunlight in the morning.
I usually watch Criminal Minds right before I go to bed,
That is not going to get you to sleep.
and then I need to stay up for another hour.
And the trick there is not to force yourself to fall asleep at night, but instead work on the morning.
This is a very cute alarm clock.
It is.
Now you can change your circadian rhythms or your natural bedtimes over time. And the best way is to do it gradually and in the morning time. Wake up a half an hour earlier and get yourself exposed to direct sunlight, and then your bedtime will fall into place. And I know we have at least a couple people around here, this one right here, that are going to be happy to stay up way past their bedtime tonight, Amelia.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, Heather, thank you.